Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today I have a message of an unexpected twist that is about to happen in your life. So to anyone who feel kinda stuck, who feel a lack of motivation, who feel a lack of energy because you feel like nothing is moving forward, or you may feel like things are not happening the way you would like, that results are not finding you, that you're working hard and the wanting results are not finding you, this is for you, my friend, because there's so much you need to know. But firstly, I want to read a message for you that I wrote down yesterday. And every single video we start with a positive introduction, just a bit of inspiration so we can warm up, and then later we'll go into the message. So this one goes like that. Don't lose hope. Deep inside you, there's a part that knows how to handle this phase of your life. Connect with it. Take a moment of quietness and ask it for guidance. Allow it to guide you to signs and synchronicities. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is to do nothing and just listen to what your heart has been saying for all that time you've been ignoring it. If this resonates with you, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for that. So my friend, don't lose hope, because unexpected twist is about to happen in your life. A positive shift is about to happen. They're happening all the time. But sometimes we need to firstly notice what is blocking us. What's that emotional block that is holding us back, that we feel that we're unworthy, that we're not good enough, that we're not ready to get to where we want to be. Sometimes we are afraid of success, like what will happen if I actually succeed, and then I don't know, whatever it is, we may get scared of this thing. So what's the emotional block here that is not allowing you to get to the next level? And usually just awareness of our beliefs and what is causing the insecurity. Like yesterday I had a wonderful conversation with a friend of mine who's building a business. He's a scientist, but he went into entrepreneurship as well. He started building a business. He got his investor and he was producing a product in the laboratory. And everything went so well until he was just before finishing that product and putting it onto the market. And what happened, all that process of producing the product, it was familiar journey for him. So he was enjoying it and he was flowing with it. Synchronicities were happening for him. He was meeting the right people he needed to know. Everything was aligning. But just before he finished that product, he started complicating, he slowed down, he kind of lost the momentum. He started, trying so hard to even more improve the thing, until he noticed that his investor, his payment stopped flowing from his investor. Things there started complicating. Everything kind of started falling apart. And then we were talking and asked him, what do you think that is holding you back? And he said, well, I still haven't put that thing onto the market. I still feel like it's not good enough. So we noticed, well, then the problem is that you feel that that thing is not good enough because maybe you feel you are not good enough to get to the market. And he was thinking, well, actually that's right. Like, to me, the familiar zone was producing that thing. But business side is so unknown that I was scared of it. And therefore, as soon as I was just before putting it onto the market, I got scared and I started complicating things. Like, it was never good enough. And many of us feel that we are not good enough because what we're trying to do is so unfamiliar that we rather not do it, and we find an excuse why we shouldn't do it. like something about us is not good enough yet, right? And as soon as he noticed that belief, changed it, the product was finished in a few days. He put it on the market, and what happened after that? He started meeting incredible big potential clients. And things started moving forward for him. And he experienced that positive, unexpected twist. Like so many incredible potential clients came to him and bought that product, and everything started moving forward. So you see, sometimes just before that unexpected twist, we notice that actually something stopped the momentum, and it was always about us. It was nothing external, it was always within us. And we just need to notice what it is. It's a certain emotion that comes from a certain belief we have about ourselves. And once we recognize it, we start changing it. We start noticing, well, I feel that I'm not good enough because I'm not so familiar with making content, with business, with market, with whatever. Like when somebody starts a certain brand, you know, when you start producing content and you put it onto YouTube and then you feel not good enough, like who will be listening to me? Who am I? Right? We have those insecurities. But then we need to dig deeper into them, like why do I feel like that? Why do I feel I'm not good enough? Why do I feel like nobody will listen to me? And we notice, well, because it's just not something common for me, for talking in front of the camera. But if you have something to say, then there will be someone who will be listening to you. But make sure that you have something valuable to say, right? So the insecurities are awakened within us always when we try something new. We get exposed to our insecurities so we can heal them. And that's how we awaken to unexpected positive twists only when we work on our insecurities. When we recognize, oh, this is holding me back, let's find more about it. Let's see what kind of belief I have about myself, right? Maybe you're a more sensitive person, and because of that you don't like to socialize yourself, if that's the thing for you. And then you have an insecurity that every time you hang with people you get drained out, and then you have this belief that all people are bad because every time you're spending time with people you feel drained out. Well, the truth is that maybe you're just spending time with the wrong people, right? Not all people are bad. Actually, nobody is a bad person. We may have some unhealthy patterns that require healing, but nobody is bad in general, right? But we need to recognize who are our people, what's our circle that can actually help us to heal. And once we refocus our attention onto something that can be more helpful, and we prioritize it so we can build new relationships that can actually allow us to be who we are and to help us to discover more of ourselves, we'll notice, oh, so many unexpected positive twists are happening just because I've created an inner twist, inner shift, inner change, right? And again, it's on you. Nobody else can do it for you. You can hope that a new person will come into your life, but nobody can come into your life if you don't expose yourself to life, right? So you constantly need to reinventing yourself, researching yourself, rebuilding yourself sometimes, right? And reawakening yourself, trying new things, and questioning beliefs, digging deeper into your stories. Yesterday I've shared with you my personal story of a vulnerable one that I would not be brave enough to share it with you a year ago maybe. But we need to do new things, and we need to open up ourselves just a little bit more every single day, to be a bit more vulnerable. So we can overcome the fears that were holding us back in the shadow. That's how we open up for unexpected twists that are about to happen in our lives. The thing is that life is meant to be meaningful. Life is meant to be filled with so many changes, so many good opportunities. They are always present. But sometimes we don't like to experience them because we are afraid of what will be exposed inside ourselves. And then that fear starts blocking us. And then we say, well, I will rather not do anything because it feels more familiar. It feels easier, right? It feels easier. But that's where our insecurities take over our behaviors and we stay the same. And when we stay the same, we stop growing. And when we stop growing, we stop feeling inspired to live. And when we stop feeling inspired to live, we start feeling stuck. And when we feel stuck, we start lacking energy to move forward because we don't need it. If you're not moving forward, you don't need energy. So your body says, well, I don't need to produce any of energy because he's obviously not using it. So your mental clarity starts decreasing and you start to feel depressed. And if we want to turn it around, we need to rehearse the process, right? In order to, if you feel depressed and you feel that low energy and you feel the lack of clarity, you just need to start moving yourself. You need to move your body. And you just need to say to yourself, today I will do a workout, and then move yourself and do a workout, even if it feels hard and unpleasant and unfamiliar and you feel like I'm not good enough for working out because who am I? You do it anyway. What happens? You will experience some blood flow in your brain, your level of dopamine and serotonin will rise and your focus will awaken. And suddenly you will feel more alert. And because of that, you will start to feel more energy. You will be energized. Your nervous system will awaken. And suddenly you will feel like you want to do something else as well. Let's make a plan. Let's build a business. Let's work on this. Let's meditate. Let's upgrade my awareness around other insecurities that I have. And you start building clarity. And I've just designed a weekly passion planner. You can find it in the link in the description, and you start planning some passion projects and you start working on them, and suddenly you build a wonderful momentum of the things that are actually important to you. You prioritize those passion projects and whatever it is. Maybe it's just a gratitude letter to your parents or to a friend of yours. Something that will give you a sense of meaning. It's all connected to passion, right? We want to build passionate relationships that are meaningful, that are purposeful. And all starts with a movement, right? You need to look at yourself the way that you get what you need, right? You always get what you need. That's how you should look at your life. You always get what you need. Like that friend of mine who started a business, he could say, well, I will start when I will get money. But he actually started. He started working on that thing and he got an investor, right? I haven't started painting because I already had clients that will buy my art and I said, well, it's a potential business for me. I haven't started because of that. We never start like that. Or sometimes people say that I will start trusting my intuition when magic will start happening, but actually magic starts happening after we start trusting intuition, right? It's the rehearse pattern, the rehearse process than what we believe to be true, right? So to open up for unexpected twists in your life, you need to twist your life before you expect them to happen, right? You do things because you want to experience more changes. You start working on certain changes because you want to experience more changes. So you apply a certain change. When you feel not good enough and you notice that you feel like that because it's just unfamiliar for you, like you have a message to share, but you feel scared of exposing yourself. And then you don't start because you feel you're not so confident as that person who's doing that for 10 years already. Which isn't it natural that you don't feel confident if you don't have experiences, right? And then you don't start because you don't feel experiences, because you don't have experiences yet. But to open up for unexpected twists that are about to happen in your life means that you start doing it. You recognize the belief, okay, I feel insecure about it because I'm not experienced about it, right? Who will listen to me? But if I make a plan where I have something to share, and I will make a video, and that video will not be the best, right? Because it can be if I don't have any knowledge and experiences about it. But I will start, and let's see how I feel after it. And maybe you will feel like a loser after it. You will feel like you are not really good at it. It doesn't matter. Those are your mental judgments towards yourself on the soul level. The spirit is celebrating you. Oh, he's overcame himself just now. Oh, look at him, look at her, congratulations, right? So you need to learn to tap into that spirit of yourself, into that bright side of yourself, so you can enlighten the shadow. Because if you just stay in the shadow, you will never know how light feels like. And light is the potential, and then shadow needs to be enlightened, which means you need to keep digging deeper to discover more of that potential, more of your natural talents, more of that natural gifts, your specialness. And then, as I wrote a quote on that weekly passion planner, where you're practicing becoming great, you're washing away your anti-greatness. So more you do what feels unfamiliar, more it becomes familiar, right? That's how you open up for unexpected twists that are about to happen in your life. No magic to that, just a certain required work, just a certain required action. You see, when you're not moving your body, you start to feel the lack of energy. You don't feel the lack of energy because you're constantly doing something you love to do. I'm living my life passionately because I'm doing what I'm passionate about, and therefore every single day I feel alive to do those things. Of course, there are days when I feel a bit more tired and then I rest more and I'm slower. I'm not always like that, but I'm listening myself. But the thing is that if you are not doing anything, your body don't need to produce energy, because you don't need it. And that's why you feel the lack of energy. You feel the lack of motivation because you don't need motivation if you don't do anything, right? It's same with our memory. If we're not practicing, training it, not using it, we start to become more forgetful. That's why neuroscience now is discovering that brain is not actually aging because of years, but because we stop using it correctly. We stop training it. Some people stop learning when they finish school, right? And that's where their brain starts downgrading itself. And that's called then aging. There's a lot of science now around this. So think about how powerful you are when you start using your power. Don't hope it would appear. You need to use what you have and you will get more of what you want to have. You will create more of what you want to have, right? And this is the magic for unexpected twists that are about to happen in your life. My friend, don't lose hope, because deep inside you, there's a part of you that knows how to handle this phase of your life. And you need to enter it through quietness. and trust it. We all have been through certain moments when we've trusted what we felt that is right, and we did it, and we've experienced the blissful results. And more we build a relationship with it, easier it will be for us to know what feels right, what resonates. So my friend, if any of this resonates with you, if you found some value in today's video, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel once again, because it helps the algorithms to push it to more people who need to hear it, to inspire them. So thank you so much for that. And I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. My friend, stay beautiful, stay magnificent, stay creative, and keep trusting into yourself, into your own natural abilities and capabilities, because you're already great. Thank you so much for supporting my art in our Etsy shop. The link is in the description of this video. If you found today's painting inspiring, go and check out all the other artwork in our Etsy shop, prints of it, original paintings, some guided meditations. You will find everything there. So go and check it out. My friend, one love.